South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the grab, it's Brown. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch, way to get the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Finds his man, it's Harvard. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a wide open receiver. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give them a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This time on target.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires on the move. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Thanks to Grad.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and hitting.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the middle. All by himself. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Utes, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Here he goes. The 40, the 30, past the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move.
Touchdown, South Carolina! Fit it in the window for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Sets up the screen. Jukes his way for more. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Gives it on the option. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Caught in the backfield. It's Bentley. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
And finally, the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and
turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Utes! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Makes the grab, it's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there, and on third down, and I need that yardage, I can go to him, and he'll get the first down on the curve.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Fires left. Pulls it in. It's Davis. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Incomplete thanks thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They're giving up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. No fall off from the noise or intensity from this crowd as we start the fourth quarter. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To the air, it's Sellers. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Fires to the big fella. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Going to swing it on second down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Utah! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's third and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
The Utes will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt is in the air. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the run at the 30. Off and running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? You kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time, and get in a position to win.
And the Utes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Jacobs. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. This would be a really long field goal try. Need some yards as they hustle to the line. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quarterback's got the first. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. The play-action fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And, man, now you see why it's such an advantage to play defense first in overtime. So your offense knows exactly what they need. Nice job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and forcing the would-be field goal attempt next.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He is stopped short on 4th and goal in overtime, and the gamble blows up in their face.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. They'll try the run. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They're already in position for a potential game-winning field goal here on 1st and goal in overtime. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well on designed runs.